let's look at chord inversions in the key of G. And we looked at the major scale in the key of G, which is very important to understand first. Key of G consists of these notes. That is G, the home note, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and then back to G. It is very important to understand that the key of G has only one sharp, that is F sharp. The main chords in the key of G, and most of the songs in this key use three main chords, which are called the major chords. The first chord is the G major chord, which consists of these three notes, G, B, and D. The second chord, or the second major chord, is C major chord, consists of these three major notes, C, E, and G. The third chord, or the third major chord, consists of these three major notes, and that is D, F sharp, and A. These are called primary chords because they appear in many songs. Now, what is a chord inversion? A chord inversion, or when you hear about chord inversion, this happens when you change the lowest note of the chord. A major chord has three positions. That is the root position, whereby the root note is at the bottom. First inversion, whereby the third becomes the lowest note. Second inversion, whereby the fifth becomes the lowest note. G major chord inversions. Let's start with G major chord, which has these three notes as we said earlier. That is G, B, and D. And that is the root position. Very important to understand that. Whereby when you look, G is the lowest note. And then we have first inversion. We have B, D, and G. B is now the lowest note. And then we go to second inversion, whereby we have D, G, and B. Here, D becomes the lowest note. Let's go to C major chord inversion. The root position, we have C, E, and G. First inversion, we have E, G, and C. Second inversion, we have G, C, and E. Let's move to D major chord inversions. Root position, we have D, F sharp, and A. First inversion, we have F sharp, A, and D. Second inversion, we have A, D, and F sharp. I made a video earlier about the basics of playing piano, so you can go and watch so that you can understand better about the key of G and the piano generally. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.